third. The Ravens will receive. Hopkins will tee it up. Yeah, the Ravens will get a chance to return it. Collier, yard deep, is going to come out. And Collier is nailed at the 22-yard line and stood up. There's the Ricard, the fullback, a lot also. And Lamar fakes the pitch, will throw on first down. There's one of those tight ends. It's Kohler, and he just won. Hill, jet sweep, but Hill's going to get the first down. And he has a lot of jet sweeps now. There's Flowers, and Flowers will take the shovel pass. He's got Henry to block, but not much is there. That's a second down at 11. It was a loss of one. Hill is in the backfield. Jackson zips one. He's got Bateman, who's playing with so much confidence on offense. In motion is Wallace. They'll hand it off to Henry, and Henry breaks free from the offensive.
That couldn't bring him down until Delpit really laid into him. That's what you need to do. You got to.
Two receivers up top, two tight ends to the right. Jackson looks to the middle. Pass is complete to Mark Andrews. And Andrews. High formation. The pitch goes to Henry. And Henry up the middle.
Stopping Derrick Henry, then you have the opportunities down the field and Lamar Jackson.
On second down, off the play fake, Jackson. He's being chased by Smith, and now he's going to run. A flag comes in. He's out of bounds.
There's fouls by each team on the play. Holding. Defense, number 21. Illegal formation. Offense, number 80 was covered up.
To the bottom of your screen for the Ravens on second down. Jackson pumps to the right, goes to the end zone, and it's nearly picked off. For the Browns, we'll see.
Holding. Offense, number 79.
Yeah, he's playing better. He is playing better. On second down, they dump it off. They give it off to Likely. Likely's got some blockers, and Likely gets down to the 10-yard line. Screen. Jackson dancing in the backfield. Jackson in trouble. Throws toward Andrews. Makes a diving play. But
Direct snap to Henry's coming.
Yeah, he's the Wildcat. Jackson is the bottom of your screen. Henry tried to go to his right. Nothing's there. He stopped.
Oh, and you don't have the threat of Lamar Jackson.
So the Browns stop the Ravens on the first drive in the red zone. Well, here's Jameis Winston making his first start since 2022. They give it off to Chubb, and Chubb gets a couple of yards.
In OTAs and training camp.
Second down and 7. Winston looking to throw. Winston to the middle of the field. Diving catch made by Njoku.
Number one guy going to be probably David Njoku. He had Kyle Hamilton in coverage with him.
Jameis.
So first down up to the 33. Ravens showing blitz. Here comes Hamilton. They dump it off to Chubb. And
Deshaun, when you have Jameis Winston in there at quarterback.
on second down, they give it to Chubb, and Chubb is able to slide through the defense.
How much of it's Stefanski's stuff?
On third down, the Browns are the worst in the National Football League in this category. Winston dumps it off. Pass is complete. Week they were 8 of 19. And Tillman, who's in motion, was part of that reason. Here's Chubb. And Chubb is in on second down and 4. Off the play fake. Winston looking to throw. Winston throws to the outside. Pass is caught at the 30-yard line. To get Jerry Jeudy some touches after his frustration last week. And here is Foreman, and Foreman running to his right.
Holding. Offense number 77.
With the play clock at 5, Winston looking to throw, steps up, zips it to the middle of the field. Pass is complete to the middle of the field. They'll hand it off to Chubb, looking left, and tried to cut right, but not much was there. Winston dancing a little bit to the middle. Tillman's got it. He's got a first down.
180.
Winston off the play fake. Winston sets up, looking to the end zone. He's got plenty of time, fires, and it's nearly intercepted. Part of their issue. Working with the Jugs gun, they give it to Chubb. Chubb dancing in the backfield, and Chubb gets down.
The slot.
Jeudy at the bottom of your screen. Winston dumps it off to Tillman. And Tillman's hit by Hamilton. What a nail that was. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way. And it is good. Hopkins will kick it off. Yeah, the Ravens will return for the second time. Collier.
Pulls him every single day.
Yeah, John Harbaugh said we're good right now. We're not great right now. We have things to work on as Henry is stood up. 3-0. Cleveland is on top at the end of the first quarter. An AFC North matchup here in the Lands. Man who had so many iconic calls for the Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson on second down, dancing out of the pocket, trying to run away from the defense. He does it better than anybody. They hand it off to Henry. And Henry breaks a tackle. He's free to the near side. Watch out for the stiff arm. Henry sizing him up. He missed on it, but he gets down to the 20-yard line. A first down, the pitch goes to Justice Hill, and Hill is met at the line. Second down and 10, Jackson assessing. Out of the gun, trouble coming, and he's sacked down at 21. Jackson sacked twice in the first half last week against Tampa Bay, is going for the end zone. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrew Zay Flowers.
This way was into the wind. He struggled with some of the longer kicks this way.
And this one end over end is no, it is good. It slipped in afterward, and he felt this was the best thing for his team. As Chubb will break through the defense, and Hamilton tracks him down.
Confidence and comfort out there on the field last week.
So first down, Winston to throw, passes complete to Tillman, who's become a really good target.
Big guys are getting it done.
There comes the blitz from Hamilton. Winston reads it, and it's off the fingertips of Njoku.
Because of that.
The sack total to the most through 7 weeks in a long time for the Browns. That ball swatted at the line of scrimmage. Punts for the Browns, the most in the National Football League. Wallace calls for the fair catch. Likely the tight end in motion. They pass it to the middle of the field for. Told us the one thing that he learned about him is that he's very playful. There we go. Jackson will keep it himself, and he.
This more this year.
Jackson sets up in the pocket, wobbles it to the middle of the field, and it's nearly intercepted.
Lamar couldn't find anyone. He tried to put it up to Aguilar, but Denzel Ward has been as good as any corner.
Takes the low snap and gets it off. Boy, this is a good kick. And not much.
180, what's up?
Elijah Moore goes in motion. Winston goes toward Moore, who's got it on the sideline.
Don't figure out how to get pressure soon.
Yeah, Humphrey got the knee injury. Wiggins has the shoulder injury. Middle of the field, he overthrows.
Passes.
Illegal use of hands, hands to the face. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
It's well reach high.
On first down, they hand the ball off to Chubb, and Chubb goes to his left, moving the pile, definitely running stronger. On second down, they give it off to Foreman, and Foreman's got a first down. It's the 22nd of September. On first down, they give it to Foreman again, and Foreman aggressively gets into the average defensively, allowing 68 per game. And Chubb is hitting the backfield. We're down at 4. Oh, there you go. You just. Winston looking that way, goes to Tillman. He's right at the first down mark. Strong moving out of the backfield. He'll take the pass. He's got a blocker. Goes outside. They go under center this time. Chubb going to the outside. Chubb makes a man miss. That's the only man he can.
Njoku for a touchdown.
Well, he's by himself in the bottom of your screen on third down. They're going to loft it, and it's a leaping attempt by Akins.
I mean, maybe a little bit high, but he got it to him. I think Akins will tell you he should have made that play.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, and it is right through the middle in the NFL. So baby steps. They've made strides here this afternoon. Collier will return this one, a short kick from the 10. Following the block of Justice Hill, he gets to the outside.
There's 2 fouls during the return on the receiving team. Holding. Number 23, holding. Number 40.
Out of the gun on first down. Down 3, pressure's coming. Myles Garrett was there. Pass is complete to Zay Flowers. Browns are happy to get Thornhill back. He's been battling a calf injury and 9 tackles in week 1. Last 4. Pressure's coming for the Browns defense. Jackson will take it himself, and he makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get outside as a flag comes in.
Holding. Offense number 64.
See Shelby Harris, 93. Watch when he tries to disengage right there. They're going to call the hold. They see that grab right.
Play clock running down.
Second down and 19 from the end zone. Jackson underneath to Andrews. And Mark Andrews. Third down and 14. Smith trying to chase down Jackson. In trouble across his body, and it's incomplete, broken up. Stout to punt, second punt of the day. Darted back deep to receive. That's another good punt. It backpedals him to the 30-yard line. Let's see if he can return it. And he's tripped up. First down. Chubb runs into his own man. Chubb goes backwards, and Chubb's in trouble. And he gets spun. Percentage of snaps has dropped the last couple of weeks. With an empty backfield, Winston. Pressure's coming. He breaks away. Throws on the run in the middle of the field. Deflected off two hands.
Well, a little high for Judy, and then it goes right through Moore's hands as well.
I think he was throwing it to Moore.
And Judy got in the way.
Yep, use a timeout.
So third down at 15. Play clock down to 2. Winston's in trouble, and Hamilton takes him down. He lost the football. There's a scramble for it. And the Ravens have recovered.
You cannot turn the ball over there.
And Lamar Jackson now with great field position on first down in the middle of the field. Pass is complete. Aguilar has it. First down. Throws it toward the end zone. Diving attempt. It's caught. Aguilar.
While moving, watch his movement in the pocket. Okay, the pocket's starting to clap, step up, but keep my eyes downfield, and then a perfect throw. It's the progression that you
lead. They cash in. They get the turnover thanks to Kyle Hamilton. And then thanks to Lamar Jackson, they get the touchdown. So, Jay?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe not.
I can't believe it.
Well, here's Strong. He can return it. Ooh. But first down, Winston, pressure's coming, steps up. Now he's trying to avoid it, and he can't.
Okay, to punt the ball, try and pin him back deep, and go to half with a 6-3 lead and come out and get the ball.
All right, well, the Ravens have taken a 10-6 lead over the Cleveland Browns here in the first half. Hit the football to begin the second half. Let's see if they get anything out of this. Chubb will start in the backfield. 10 carries, 39 yards in the first half. Off the play fake, Winston to throw. Quickly, he's got Judy. Hand it off to Chubb. And not much is there. Showing blitz from the bottom. Now they pull back. Winston, quick toss to Njoku right at midfield. Yeah.
2 or 3 yard gain.
Play clock winding down. Winston takes the snap. Winston to the near side. He's got his man, Elijah Moore.
They're not getting pressure on Winston.
Yeah, Roulette again is in there for Marlon Humphrey, who's out this week. Judy with his second.
You have to decide where to use number 14.
First-year defense coordinator Zach Orr, the former Raven. Here's Foreman, who runs hard downhill inside the 20. That's darted in motion. There you go, Ross. Quarterback sneak over the block of the right guard. On first down, Winston looking toward the end zone for Njoku. What a grab! Oh my!
And try to make a play if you're Eddie Jackson. There he is, right in his hip, right there, but watch him go up over Jackson and grab that ball. Just an excellent play.
Eddie Jackson wanted a push off. He didn't push off at all.
The opening drive, Jameis Winston is able to connect with his safety blanket for a touchdown.
I think everybody watching can see that.
Well, and also the addition of Nick Chubb for a second week as well. Here's Collier. Hill has been content to let Collier return most of the afternoon, and here this afternoon.
Only 65 yards rushing so far.
Off the play fake, and he is taken down. It is a loss of 4 on 2nd and 14. Jackson steps up. He's in a little bit of trouble. He bounces out. He still has time, throws to the middle of the field, and Andrews is fouled going up.
And then finding Andrews.
Interference, defense, number 0.
Man coverage all the way. Look, Newsom's running with him all the way. Watch the left hand.
The Browns. Flowers in motion. And here's Jackson off the fake to Henry. And Jackson gets down to
the comeback and the win.
It's remarkable, over 200 yards on the ground, they average. And Henry is hit in the backfield for the season.
Zay Flowers has 1 catch for -1 yard.
Jackson backpedaling, throws. Aguilar can't hang on. That was Cameron Mitchell.
Kind of surprised they're not going for it here. As for
darted back deep to receive this punt. That is way up there. Takes a sideways bounce. They stop the Ravens. Ravens showing blitz. Winston, quick toss. It's deflected.
Van Noy, such a smart player. Chubb was going to be wide open, but Van Noy could see right away.
In the afternoon, 176 yards. More importantly, he has not thrown a pick. Little hitch, little trouble. And Njoku, does he keep both feet in bounds? He did! Know what to do with himself at this point. Safety blanket, guys.
Use that right foot, and does he secure? Oh, that ball kind of moved as he hit the ground there.
And a flag, challenge flag comes in from John Harbaugh.
Just changing that. That's one where if Harbaugh wants to throw the challenge flag,
which he
that's
did,
fine.
right. Jameis going long, home run ball, nobody's there, and it's incomplete.
Tight set up.
Wallace backpedaling, grabs it. And he gets up to the yard line.
Brown showing pressure here.
Zay Flowers in motion. Jackson will dump it off to a wide open Flowers. Makes a man miss. Here's Flowers again in motion. Henry over right guard. Second down and 5. Here comes the pressure. Jackson dumps it off to Henry. Flags come in from the backside.
The runner was short of the line to gain. It'll be third down.
You can't do that.
Very interesting.
When they brought Derrick Henry in, here's Charlie Kohler. We're going to listen to it. See him move forward. It's the movement that he can't do.
These critical situations.
Well, now you're facing a 3rd and 6. Quick snap. Jackson setting up. He's in trouble. He throws off his back leg, and he's got the first down. And then more likely makes a few men miss. Spins inside the 10.
Backwards. He's looking around. The play has started.
What a job by Lamar, though. He's
unbelievable.
Got grip. Rolling to his left.
Now curling into the backfield. They shovel it forward for Likely. He makes one man miss to Darius Smith, and then Linderbaum, the center,
plays.
Second down and goal. Jackson throwing to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown Ravens. Last week.
It's nothing fancy. Mark Andrews just runs an out route, and his big body position.
With 4:42 to play. For Mark Andrews, his 10th career touchdown against the Browns. Pierre Strong from the 5-yard line. We had some returns here today. Strong, Winston under center.
What's up?
Judy in motion. Here's Chubb. And Chubb. Taken down by Hamilton.
180. What's up?
Roquan is the nickel. They go to Chubb again. And Chubb moves the pile for a first down.
I'd like to see a Cincinnati loss.
Yeah. And first down off the play fake. Winston sets up in the pocket. He has time. Throws to the middle. Pass is complete. He's got Jerry Judy. And Judy explodes along the sidelines. It goes out of bounds. Third quarter with under 3 minutes to play in the third. Winston to the middle, overthrows Judy, nearly intercepted.
1 to 3, 0 to 4. By the end of the game, he usually gets 4.
They give it to Foreman. Points in a game this year. Pretty incredible. Everybody's moving around for the Ravens. Yeah, here's Tillman. Tillman on the slant into the end zone. Doorstep of 20.
Look at all these guys walking around, looking at each other. That shows up too much on the Ravens defensive tape this year. And it didn't even look like Armour Davis thought he had to still cover Tillman, but
And Hopkins kickoff. Collier will take it on the far side again. He's returned a lot today. And he gets up close to the 31s. Let's see if Lamar can answer on first down. He wobbles one, incomplete. They give it off to Zay Flowers, jet sweep. It didn't really have a lot of action early.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 43, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, that kind of changes the bunch formation toward the bottom. Off the play fake. Jackson, he's hit by Justice Hill, and Diabate will.
So this is one-on-one pass blocking, goes right through him. Lamar actually almost runs into Hill.
They give it to Henry, and Henry breaks free and goes short. Need to get to the 46 of Cleveland. Jackson improvising. Jackson throws. Flag comes in.
Holding. Defense number 23. That penalty's decline results in first down.
Lead, but Baltimore is driving as we get set for the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS. With the ball, first down inside the 45-yard line. They give it to Henry. And Henry is tackled by is for 23 in the first half and then exploded for over 100 yards. He'll pick up the blitz this time, and they find likely
value for the Ravens.
Two-year deal. He'll take it off the handoff, and he'll plow his way down. He's got 10 carries, 71 yards, and this play either. Bateman, bottom of your screen. Bateman, the ball's deflected high in the air, and it is incomplete. They were 0 for their first 5. Pressure's coming. Jackson across his body. Incomplete. He had Bateman. 60 for his career. High snap, handled well. Kick is on the way. It doesn't have a lot, but it has. No, it's off to the left. Jay on this.
Yeah, the ball doesn't come off the way it normally does. We saw him barely make the one in the first half from not the guy that we've seen be historically good throughout his career.
Here's Chubb on first down. Chubb is netted. Off the play fake. Winston, he's going for more than 10 yards, and it is deflected and nearly intercepted.
Times today, so Winston couldn't step into it. And Tom, that's at least the 7th time today you've said almost intercepted. I have never seen anything like this. Eddie Jackson, that is an ill-advised pass by Winston. There's a safety in the middle of the field waiting for the deep post.
They're down at 10. Pressure's coming again. He won't get the first down on the pass as Elijah. And Lamar Jackson's going to get this football back with plenty of time. Wallace to the far side, backpedaling. They've got to go 94 yards to get a touchdown. They're going to get some yards back here as Zay Flowers. On second down, quarterback keeper. Oh, man, how about that move? Even
he has eyes in the back of his head. Watch this one right here. What? Right? How does he see these guys sometimes? He's got to have the best peripheral vision ever.
At third down, he's got a little bit of time, and he overthrows likely. There's a flag on the.
Well, the Ravens were late getting onto the field.
12 men on the field.
There you go.
Defense, 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
In the play call.
So first down up close to the 20. They hand it off to, they think they hand it off to Hill. Jackson will keep it himself. Delpit wraps him up. Do you exploit that a little bit more now that he's out? Well, there you go. Stiff arm. Jackson's in trouble, and he's taken down at the 15-14. Again, Ravens down 3. Under 10 to play. Lamar, like he's in the backyard, just playing with his buddies. He's looking long to the middle of the field. Bateman, oh, he had it! It pinballed right off his shoulder pads.
Who's been really good at these plays, but he lost his footing. And I think losing his footing threw him off more than the sun. But I think back to our conversation with Jim Harbaugh and just talking about the throw.
Darden shielding his eyes from the sun. He's got it. And he's got room to run. And up to the. All right, how conservative are the Browns here? Up 3 with 9:06 to play. Winston. Swain.
Says all day, and guys are wide open.
Well, here's Foreman. And Foreman.
There.
Tight to the line. It's Jameis again. He's going to be close. I think he has it. On first down, off the play fake, pass complete, Elijah Moore. They give it off to Chubb.
A little bit.
Quick pass, Njoku's got it. Roquan Smith covering him up.
I think it's too far for a sneak.
Yeah, I think you're right. He gives it to Chubb, and Chubb stopped. He's knocked back. Field goal attempt. He was good from 53 during warm-ups. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, and it is good. Gotta have a little luck and a little doinkage.
The bank is open on Sunday for Hopkins. But Lamar gets the ball now, down 6. A touchdown wins it. 4:55 left.
Hopkins kicks this one off. Collier back deep to receive, and he'll return it a yard deep in the end zone. Collier up to the 25-yard line. Ford's trying to get the crowd
Illegal
up.
block in the back during the return. Receiving team number 88.
Trying to get home field advantage. Every game matters so much.
On first down, down 6. Jackson, he's in trouble in the end zone. Got a little freedom. Now he's going to run it. He was in trouble for a moment, and now he explodes for a first down and more.
For the most part today.
Flowers in motion. They fake it to Henry. And Jackson hurdles his way through 2 defenders. With 3 timeouts left, plenty of time, down 6. They need a touchdown. Blitz is coming. He avoids it, throws on the run. He's got Flowers, and Flowers comes back and makes the catch.
The very end.
Results in a first down. They come underneath to Andrews. Likely in motion. Likely is open for a moment. Now they come underneath. Pass is complete to Flowers. Flowers, an extension of the running game inside the 10 to the 5 toward the pylon. And
I'd say like the 1.5 maybe.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
Feely, Ross Tucker, Tom McCarthy, Lamar Jackson pitches it to Henry, and Henry goes to the end zone. He's in.
And 4 in 1-score games this year.
Well, here we are in a 1-score game. Strong will come up and take the kickoff inside the 15. On first down, Winston to the outside. One-handed grab by Moore. Quick slant. Oh, Tillman made a man miss on the collision. And it is coming down to the wire. AFC North football the way it should be. The Ravens lead it by 1, but Jameis and the Browns are driving. With the football at the 45-yard line. Roquan Smith showing blitz. They throw to the outside, incomplete. Each team with 3 timeouts left. Winston from the gun. Winston slings it to the outside. He's got Judy. And Judy dives forward for the first down. Ravens again showing blitz. Top and bottom. Winston gets rid of it quickly. Njoku for the career of Hopkins. It came last year. Winston gets rid of it quickly. Oh, man. That was a 3rd down and 7.
Ravens at least showing pressure here.
Winston out of the gun, empty backfield, gets rid of it. He's hit as he throws. It's complete to Elijah Moore, who's at the first down marker.
7 more yards.
Oh my goodness.
5 at least for comfort for a field goal attempt.
37, you're certainly going to be comfortable. He can make that, but 30 would be nice.
He overthrows his receiver, and it's dropped by Kyle Hamilton.
It's your interception.
I can't believe anything that just happened.
It's the 3rd drop they've had today in the 15. 1:04 to play. Winston going for it all for the end zone for Tillman. He's got it! Tillman to the top. Winston going for 2. Winston throws on the run. They won't get it. 38-yard touchdown pass.
The Ravens came with pressure again. It had been working on the drive, but that time it did not. Tillman in the slot, running the over route, and boy, he just absolutely dusted Eddie Jackson.
Exactly that right there.
Justice Hill in the backfield. Jackson to the middle of the field. Pass is complete. Act pops up off the ground, and they spike it. And they've done it in dominant fashion. On 2nd down. Pass to the outside. Flowers is open. Including the Cincinnati game this year. Jackson out of the gun, just dumps it off to Hill. Hill's got great speed. He makes one man miss and gets inside the 25, but the clock will continue to run. 25, 20, 24. Yep. And then Jackson does spike it.
Play. They're only going to have 5 or 6 seconds left.
2nd down, and the Browns use a timeout. Down 5. 21 seconds and counting. Jackson scrambles. Smith is chasing him. He lobs it out of bounds. 3rd down. Jackson out of the gun. Pressure's coming. Jackson's in trouble. He avoids it. Looks downfield. Sets up. Throws across his body toward the end zone. It's incomplete. Play clock is down to 7. Jackson takes the snap. Last play of the game. Jackson avoids the rush. Jackson still in trouble. Gives himself some time. Directs traffic. Pumps away. Throws to the end zone. It's up for grabs. Incomplete. The Browns have won the ball game. What an incredible ball game. The final score, it's Cleveland 29, the Ravens 24. For Jay Feely, Ross Tucker, Amanda Balionis, and Gene Steratore, this is Tom McCarthy saying so long from Cleveland. We'll join James Brown in New York right after this.